Good evening, everyone. If you'd like a question, we'll start on the front with already. Andy.
Your team was under intense pressure tonight after recent form, and you certainly responded in style with their backs against the wall. Would you agree?
I totally agree, and that's the game that we had in hand. And I said to them, you want to be playing Champions League football, you have to come to bigger stages and you have to beat those top teams. And tonight we've done it, and I'm really proud of them tonight. But I am more proud about how they have reacted after every defeat that we have in the last few weeks. And not only the players, but the staff and as a club. And that's what it gives me and reinforce me and give me even more energy to be where I am and feel how lucky I am to be here.
It was a crazy game, wasn't it? I mean, to be pegged back and then keep on finding another goal says much about it.
It was mentally really demanding because everything that we've been through in the last few weeks, that for most of those players is the first time they've been through that. And sometimes we forget about that. For some of them, it's the first time that they are playing in the Premier League. And the demands and the responsibility we are putting them, it's huge. So after that, still to go through the moments emotionally that the game had, they showed a real maturity and composure and quality to match what they were doing, because they are a top side and their manager is very, very good.
Gary?
Hello.
Bit of a light-hearted question, but it's serious as well in a way. Do you think the Arsenal fans deserve an assist tonight? They stole the only ball apparently available at the Champions of Europe Stadium. Have you ever seen that before?
For our fans, the only thing I can say is what I said all season. In good and difficult moments, they've been right behind the team. And I know that we have disappointed them in the last few weeks with the results that we had. And look how they were today again. So for them as well, this victory, and then tell them that they have to be at the Emirates with us on Saturday, because we don't have time to recover and they need to be really noisy and loud to help us win the match.
James?
Mikel, just on the penalty, first of all, could you reflect on what an important moment it is for Bukayo? Obviously, the first time he's taken a spot kick since the Euros. There also seemed to be a moment where Lacazette looked like he might be coming on. Was the decision always going to be that Bukayo took that penalty?
No. I thought that Gavi was going to take it, and when I saw that Bukayo took it, honestly, my first thing that I thought he was back in the summer and what happened. But again, I said to you guys, when that happened to Bukayo, it happened for a reason, and he learned so much and he matured so much. That's why it's the season that he was having today. For him to have the courage to say, I'm going to take it again, because I'm sure it was in the back of his mind, for me it's chapeau, even if he missed it.
I think it was the only moment in the game you smiled. It didn't seem like you were having a lot of fun in this game today.
Well, with the roller coaster that we had out there, it was difficult to predict what could happen. And every time they put the sync and you see the player that is coming, you are thinking, wow, this one is off and this one is in. They are a great team.
Sam?
Mikel, Eddie Nketiah and Mohammad haven't played much this season, but tonight I thought they were both exceptional. How did they come in and do that without any minutes or any...
Very simple. I said to you many times, the way they train. If you see the training session that we had on Sunday after the defeat, if you see Elneny, Rob, Nicolas Pepe, how they trained, I think is the reason why we won. I said to them before the game, to good people, good things happen, guys. And we have some really, really good people in that dressing room that shows in difficult moments and when they are not involved, not in the good moments. And they have performed today because how they look after themselves and how much they care about the team.
Why you want Eddie to stay?
If there is one player that I've been unfair with, I think it's him. And he has given me every right to do something different. So if Eddie hasn't played more, it's my fault. And because as a manager, I missed something or I haven't had the courage to play more. And today he showed me again how wrong I was.
Mikel, you're very complimentary then about Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel. Does a game like tonight tell you that maybe there isn't such a difference between the sides? What are your thoughts on that?
Today he wasn't. The table said something different. What they did last year and the level that they play and what they want say something different. So a game cannot blur the reality. And as a team, as a squad, they are in a completely different moment, I think.
Last couple, James?
You brought in a couple of players today who play a lot of football. Sam mentioned Rob Holding and Mohammad Elneny. Was the thinking there to try and match Chelsea in the physical side? Because I know, like against Palace, for example, that was somewhere Arsenal fell short.
And because I have the intuition, I see them train every day, and I think this game and this moment needed a different energy around the team. Then obviously it was a big tactical reason, because I expected them to do certain things that with certain formation we could not cope with, or we were going to have a lot of difficulties to do. So we needed that flexibility in the team to adapt to what they could do.
And finally here, thank you.
I was going to ask you about the shape of the team, because you changed it obviously to 3 at the back. How much did you have to work on that, and how easy was it for the players to exercise it, and how well did it go?
It's a question for them. We tried to simplify as much as possible, but it was still complicated, because it was in attack to do something, in defending high it was to do something, in deep it was something, in deep it was something different if they were doing something different. So, but that's the game, and that's the way the game is evolving, and that's what this type of manager demands you to do. And if you're unable to do that, difficult to control the match.
Mikel, can I just finally ask you, I mean, does that performance and that victory show how much the players and indeed the club want Champions League football this season? It's it's been such a tough battle for fourth, isn't it?
Yes, they've been really disappointed, because they have the hope, they can see there that after a long time for the club, they can see that we can achieve it, and it's there for the taking. And then you get one disappointment, two, even the third one, I said we don't deserve to lose the matches. Why we have 23 shots, they have 2, and we are losing matches. And for some of them it's difficult to understand, but the guy who invented this game, he wanted to make suffer, because when you expect something different happens, and this is the beauty and why we are all here probably.
Okay, everyone. Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Thank you.